August 27th, 1984. This is Joe Todd, an interview with Mr. Luther Checotah. So, where were you born?
I was born in Hopewell County.
And when's your birthday?
December 4th.
What year?
1916.
1916.
Mm-hmm.
Who was your father?
Martin Checotah.
And your mother?
Her name was Louisa Harjo.
Harjo.
Mm-hmm. Before she married, her maiden name.
Mm-hmm. Were your folks both from this area?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What kind of work your father do?
Well, he's a retired common labor, guess what you call it.
You say you're born in Okmulgee County.
Mm-hmm.
What part?
I was born between about 5 miles east of here, between Morris and Okmulgee.
You born on the farm?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what kind of chores you did in the farm.
Well, I don't know, I just did different things. Had my dad work on the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes hauling hay, different things like that.
You plowing?
Huh? Yeah. Well, that's it. I didn't do too much of it though, cause
You use a walking plow?
yeah.
Would you plow with horses or mules?
Horses.
Horses.
Yeah, he had horses.
How many acres did you plow in one day?
Oh, I don't know about that now. Just like I say, I didn't do too much of it, you know.
And where'd you start school?
Well, I started school out here at Hopewell. There's a country school out east of here, east of town. There's a country school.
One-room school?
Huh?
One-room school?
I think it would, yeah.
Yeah.
Little country school out in the country.
Yeah. How many students were in the school?
I don't know. I can tell you that.
Was it mainly for the creeks?
No, it was for everybody.
Just public
country
school?
Just country school, yeah, public school.
What was your teacher's name?
I didn't forget now. It's been so long.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to school out in the country too long. I went to school biggest part of town here.
Mm-hmm. Did your folks ever talk about the removal?
About
when they
what?
brought the creeks here to Indian
I
Territory?
used to hear my dad talk about it, but and my grandfather.
Remember any stories they told?
Huh? Well, the only thing I know is I think they said they marched them the creeks from Cherokee to Oklahoma. That's about all I used to hear him tell that.
Okay, you say from Cherokee?
From Alabama or somewhere along there. Where the creeks come from, I guess.
Alabama and...
Yeah.
Were they in Mississippi too?
Mississippi? That's where Choctaw is.
That's Choctaw.
Yeah.
It's Alabama,
Creeks?
Georgia mostly.
Yeah, Georgia. Yeah, you know.
Any specific stories they talked about it? About the removal?
Well, no. I can't remember all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. When's the first time they came to Okmulgee that you remember?
That's something else I don't know either.
Okay, can you describe what Okmulgee looked like?
I couldn't. Then I could. I might now, but not then. I couldn't. You get your letter.
Mm-hmm. What'd you do for recreation in the early days? What'd you do for recreation?
Oh.
What kind of games you play?
I didn't play many games. I used to ride horses a lot out in the country out there when I went to school. Do a lot of hunting, fishing.
What kind of hunting?
Well, any kind of squirrel, rabbits.
Coon hunting?
Yeah, that's a little of that too.
When you were small, did the Creek still practice any of the old ways?
I don't know about that. I don't know nothing about that either. I guess it did.
What church you go to?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm supposed to be a Methodist, but I ain't been to church so long, I don't know.
When you were growing up?
Methodist?
Methodist?
Yeah.
Which church you go to?
I went to this, I was raised up down here around there. You ever heard of Town Indian Church out west of town? Newtown?
Newtown.
Yeah. Town Indian Methodist Church.
Who was the preacher out there?
Now?
Then?
Oh, I don't know who was the preacher out there then. It's been so many of them.
Who's the preacher out there now?
I think his name is Dan. Let's see. Dan, I forget his last name. He's a Choctaw Indian. He comes over there once in a while. I can't remember his last name though. I know he's Choctaw Indian.
Have any of the Creeks gotten into the Native American Church?
Well, I guess that's what you call Native American Church out there.
No, they have
It's peyote.
yeah.
Huh? No, huh?
No.
Creeks never did food that stuff. They don't know nothing about that. Take them Western tribes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Plains Indians.
yeah.
I've talked to some Cheyennes that are.
Yeah, they use it.
Yeah.
Cheyenne and all them. Creeks. I don't think Creeks ever know anything about that.
You speak the language?
A little bit, not very much.
A little bit.
I can understand it better than I can talk it.
Your father speak it?
Yeah. Yeah, he speaks. I can speak little of it sometimes.
Can I ask questions or? you-
Sure, go ahead.
Do you know where the name Checotah came from?
Well, it was named it come from my great grandfather. It's like Checotah, Oklahoma, down here, town. I heard it was named after him.
Who was your great grandfather?
Chief Samuel Checotah. You know where the drive is, where you come in? That was named after him, that Checotah Drive. But he spelled his name Checote, but we spell ours just like the town, Checoth.
Do you know when the spelling got changed?
No, I sure don't. But that's where they say that's where he spelled his name. It's like up there in the console, you seen that marker up there? Where it says Samuel Checotah? Well, he spelled his name Checote. They said that was an Indian name, and this Checotah, that's a English name, I guess, but he spelled his name Checote.
Did you know your grandparents?
Well, I knew my dad's father, his name was Sam too. Sam S.J. Samuel Checotah.
Did he come over the trail? Your grandfather?
I don't know, he might have. If you could have seen my dad, he'd know more about that than I do. But I ain't that old,
Have you been in the military?
No.
No.
I never have, no. No, they wouldn't take me then.
How come?
I had tuberculosis then. That was way back in the 30s.
What did they do for TB back then?
Well, I went to Indian Hospital in Shawnee, Oklahoma.
What kind of treatment they?
Well, they just give you treatment.
They give you medicine?
Yeah, some kind, but I done forgot now.
Did they try to do
Well-
something with machines or anything to the outside of your body?
Well, they used to give you X-rays and all that.
I was talking to Woodrow Haney, and he said he
Yeah, I know.
used to
Yeah,
take-
I know Woodrow. I know Woodrow real good. He used to be a preacher down there.
Yeah, I talked to him, I guess about 6-7 months ago.
Yeah.
Up in Tulsa.
He did. I
Yeah.
like old Woodrow.
He said that he used to go out with his grandmother.
Let me turn this air conditioner on. Get some little air. Get a little air in there. Oh, Saul might get hot sitting back there.
Yeah, Woodrow said that he used to go out with his grandmother and collect
Yeah.
plants to make medicines. You ever done that?
Huh? I know. I bet Woodrow knows something about that medicine.
And he said,
he's Seminole, Woodrow is.
yeah, Seminole Creek.
Mm-hmm.
In the creeks, how many clans are there in the Creek Nation?
Sure, that's something else I don't know.
What clan are you a member of?
I don't know. I don't know what my dad is. I guess same clan he is.
Did they follow your mother's clan or your father's clan?
Yeah. I sure don't know. When you ask him, he'll tell you. It's like I say, I don't know nothing about too much of that stuff. That's just what I heard them talking about.
Yeah.
I blinked my eyes that time, didn't I?
And I turned my head.
Blink it again.
Do you remember any stories about
Huh?
your great-grandfather?
No.
Chief?
No, I sure don't.
Did
No.
he ever tell you anything about that?
No, but Dad knows something. He knows something about it.
Back then when he was chief, was it hereditary?
What's that?
I mean, from father to son?
I guess.
Of course, when did they start electing the chief?
He was the first elected chief, 1867.
He was?
That was the first time they had a principal chief elected for the whole nation.
Now, the Choctaws had I guess the principal chief, then they had the district chiefs. Did the Creeks have district chiefs?
I don't know. I don't know whether they had district chief or not. I don't know. Yeah, he might know.
Do you remember anything about when you went to Newtown Methodist Church, going on fourth Sundays?
Yeah,
fourth Sunday?
Fourth Sunday, they know, yeah.
Can you tell them anything about what the fourth Sunday was like?
Well, they had like on fourth Sundays, they had dinner. And second Sunday, they had dinners too, second Sunday and fourth. Church too.
Did they stay all day?
Yeah.
Why was the fourth Sunday important?
I don't know. It's fourth Sunday and second Sunday, I guess.
The number 4 is prevalent in quite a few of the tribes. Any idea why? Why 4 is important?
No, I don't. Sure don't. Y'all got me there.
Y'all have a dinner there? Would you eat at the church?
Yeah.
What kind of food would you serve?
Well, they just had regular food, Indian food.
What kind of Indian food?
Well, I don't know, just any kind, I guess. I couldn't tell you exactly. Old Solomon might know something about that Indian food and stuff.
Do you remember any home remedies your mother would use when you were small?
Well, no. No, I don't.
After you got through school, what kind of work did you start doing?
Well, just common labor.
And what would a common laborer do?
Well, do anything, unload trucks, stuff like that, work on construction work.
Around Okmulgee?
Yeah, different places, sometimes at Tulsey.
Did you work for one company or
Well,
several?
sometimes I did.
Which one did you work for?
Well, I just worked for different ones. Just work one here and then I'd go away and work somewhere else.
Did you help build buildings in Okmulgee?
Huh?
Did you work on construction of buildings?
Well, I didn't work on no building, but where I used to work on construction.
On highways?
Yeah. Out of Tulsey.
You said you used to go to the movies in Okmulgee.
Yeah.
How many movie theaters they have here?
Yeah, I think they had 3. I remember. I know they had 2. Let's see. They had 3.
What were the names of them?
Let's see. I think one of them was named Inca, and the other named Cozy, and the other named Yale. They were both of them right there on Main Street. I think Yale Theater was about the oldest one. Then they had another one too, Orpheum Theater, where the old press building used to. I think it burnt down.
What were some of the main businesses here in town? the old businesses?
I don't know. I can't tell you that either.
Did you ever used to go to the council house when
Huh?
you were younger?
Well,
To the council house?
I don't know. I might have.
Did you ever serve on the creek
Never.
council or anything?
No,
How many council members are there?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you that. I sure don't.
How long have you been retired?
Oh, I've been disabled. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how long it's been.
How long have you lived here?
About 4 years. Well, that's pretty close to 4 years.
What are the qualifications for living here in this complex?
I don't know. That's something else.
Do you know how much Indian you have to be to live here?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what about that either.
Is this just for the
See,
creeks?
this year it's supposed to be just for the creeks, but there's whites that live here and colors too. That's what I thought too when I first moved over here.
When did they start calling the creeks creek? It's supposed to be in Muskogee, isn't it?
Yeah, Muskogee's Creek word. See, I guess that's where it come from. Muskogee.
Well, it was the origin of the Muskogee Nation. How
Huh?
come they started calling the Muskogee creeks?
I don't know. Yeah, just like I say, I don't know too much about that old time history.
Did you do any work during World War II?
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of work did you do?
Well, just like I said, common labor work here and there.
Did you do any specific work for the war effort?
No, huh?
When World War II ended, was there a big celebration here in Okmulgee?
I don't know.
Did you celebrate any?
Yeah, I celebrate all the time.
That's probably why I don't remember any.
I guess so. Maybe you badass there too.
How often do the creeks get together and have their dances? The traditional dances?
I don't know. I never did go to storm dance very much. I went to a few of them, but they didn't have, I don't think they had them like these other tribes do, you know, like them Pawnee and different western tribes.
You mostly went to church, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I went to church some.
Some.
Would there be any particular reason why the creeks would dance? Would it be a certain ceremony?
I guess they did have some reason.
What were some of the reasons?
I don't know. They just had some kind of reason, I guess. Yeah, that's about all I know. Just like he said, I might have celebrated too much in them days. See?
Let me think.
Do you have any kids living
I got a daughter that lives up in Bartlesville.
in Bartlesville?
You know what Bartlesville is?
Yeah.
That's my hometown.
Is it?
I was born and raised up there.
You were? Yeah.
What's her name?
Charlene. She was Charlene Hensley. She used to, her first name, her first husband named McCabe. He drew that picture up there. He was half Navajo and half Spanish.
Now, the mayor of Bartlesville was Hensley, the old mayor.
Yeah. I don't think her husband was any related to him, but yeah, I go up there every once in a while. Where was you born? You say you were born in Bartlesville?
Yeah, I was born and raised up there.
Was you? Yeah.
I'm just a smidgen Cherokee.
Oh,
Just-
in Cherokee.
The Choctaws call me a whitewash
You-
Cherokee.
You know where, let's see, what's that You know where South Avondale is? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Avondale, that's
Yeah.
where she lived.
That's out,
Southeast
that's
Avondale,
southeast,
yeah.
yeah, okay. That's out of east side, hey, that's the east section of town.
Yeah, that's right. They ain't, you know, downtown, Bartleby, they ain't hardly nothing downtown. No, it used
Well, I
to
was
be-
a west sider.
Oh,
If you're a
yeah,
west
oh.
sider, you were out of it.
Yeah.
When you moved into Okmulgee, do you remember anything about where you lived
Huh?
when you were a boy? Do you remember anything about where you lived in Okmulgee? What
Well,
part
we
of
didn't,
town?
we didn't live in town. We lived out there in the country.
You never moved into town?
No, we never did live. Well, I used to live in town, but when I was a boy, we didn't live in town. Just like I said, we lived out on the farm.
But you came into town to go to school?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ride the horse?
No,
there?
we wasn't living out there in the country when I went to school in town. We were living out south, out in the edge of town, out there by Newtown.
You lived over by Newtown?
Yeah.
I see.
After we moved from out here.
Did you just live in a regular old frame house?
Yeah. Well, my dad still got a house right across the road from that Newtown church.
Oh, that house over there belongs?
Yeah, that's my dad's house. My niece lives there. You used to come out there, did you?
Yeah.
I thought I saw you out there.
I used to come right out here a lot too.
Yeah.
When you'd have your monthly birthday
Oh,
party
yeah.
right here. I'd come
Yeah, I
out
remember,
and
yeah.
show movies and things.
Yeah. Let's see, what's your name, man?
Gary Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson. Well, you Creek?
No, I'm Mississippi Choctaw,
Oh, you?
Cherokee.
Choctaw and Cherokee. Oh. Choctaw and Cherokee.
I understand the creeks were organized around the different towns.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that at all.
I ain't either. I sure ain't.
Mm-hmm.
I just, what I hear them say, they have got different townships.
Did they have trolley cars here in town, Okmulgee?
I don't think, they might have, I don't know. Old man, he might know. I think they did, way back there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember them?
No. I think they used to have them in Tulsa, too.
We have it.
Huh?
We have them in Bartlesville.
You did?
Yeah, but I don't remember them.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of I don't either.
Yeah.
You know what Tulsa, Oklahoma, that's named after Indians. I know one guy over here, his name's Dave Tulsa. So I guess some of his folks must have been named after that town.
Because I heard it used to be called Tulsey Town.
Yeah, Tulsa. I grew up Tulsa quite a bit.
What's the origin of that name?
Huh?
Tulsey. Is that a family name?
That's an Indian name.
Indian name?
I guess so. Or some of them people named last name Tulsa. It's like Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Is Tulsa in the Old Creek Nation?
Huh?
Was Tulsa in the Old Creek Nation?
I guess so, of course. I got some of that land up there, built around Tulsa. I heard that used to belong to the creek, some of them. What's that outfit they gonna build up there close to Arkansas River?
Yeah, they're gonna build that bingo hall.
Yeah, bingo hall. I heard they'd want trying to get somebody to work up there or something.
Have you heard of how come they moved the railroad from Sepulpa to Tulsa in the early days?
No, I sure don't.
Because Sepulpa was the center.
Yeah.
And somehow they moved it to Tulsa, and that's how come Sepulpa stopped growing. Tulsa
Sepulpa's
started
supposed to
growing.
be Creek County, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I sure don't. Well, I believe that's about all I can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah, okay, all right. So you